night is the most dangerous time for pedestrians along streets and highways.
Safety is, well, boring. It's messy. It's hard work, and it's expensive. But at UND Aerospace, safety is everything. You see, at UND Aerospace, we don't think of safety as an abstraction. We are keenly aware that today's aviation procedures, the rules and regulations, have been born of a century spent experimenting in manned flight at the cost of broken airplanes and shattered lives. Safety is risk management, the stacking of layers to separate the pilot and his aircraft from the persistent threat of an accident or incident. At UND Aerospace, these layers are manufactured by a strong safety culture through an organization-wide safety management system. The layers begin to stack on the ground, where UND pilots study aviation safety, exploring topics like crew resource management, human factors, and flight physiology. Flight simulators hone their skills in procedural standardization and checklist usage. At the airport, pilots are trained in thorough pre-flight planning, where they learn to mitigate the risk of adverse flight conditions, but also assess personal limitations by utilizing flight risk analysis tools prior to each flight lesson. On the flight line, pilots fly the newest aircraft with advanced digital cockpits and enhanced safety features, such as seatbelt airbags, overhead skylights for increased visibility, carbon monoxide detectors, ADS-B computers for traffic surveillance, and pulsating see and avoid lighting systems. A fleet of over 100 aircraft is supported by an award-winning maintenance department with decades of experience. Hundreds of daily UND flight operations are constantly monitored by the UND SOF, or Supervisor of Flight, who is a specially trained UND flight instructor. The SOF has the ability to track each aircraft in real time by analyzing heading, altitude, ground speed, and lat-long data to detect any aircraft deviations, abnormalities in their flight plan, airspace saturation issues, and to constantly assess threats to each flight due to weather by utilizing a NOAA weather radar overlay. The entire safety management system is administered by the staff and faculty of the UND Aerospace Safety Department. This department of highly experienced safety professionals are charged with implementing and tracking safety initiatives at UND Aerospace, and they oversee the safety reporting system and flight data monitoring programs. By disseminating safety reports submitted by UND pilots during actual flights, and by analyzing output data from the computers in each aircraft, safety personnel can target underlying threats to safety and perform detailed predictive analysis to allow the Flight Operations Department to determine where future safety concerns are likely to occur. Human flight was once nothing more than a crazy idea, a grand experiment pursued by thrill seekers and lone pioneers. But even today, it's brutally unforgiving to those who refuse to act with calculated caution. Every initiative, every layer of the UND Aerospace safety management system recognizes the peril inherent in the endeavor of human flight. But we believe that a dedicated organization, armed with experience and cutting-edge resources, can make aviation safe for every pilot by identifying and minimizing the risk. That process is hard, expensive, it's labor-intensive, and time-consuming, but very necessary, and always better than the alternative.